Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Monday, February 2nd, NBA and college basketball. Sorry for being off yesterday. It was an extremely bad health day. My apologies for that, but we'll get back at it today. So, a lighter day in college basketball, big Monday, not a normally Tuesdays and Wednesdays and probably Thursday and Saturday, probably going to be big days there. Light schedule in the NBA as well. Kind of shocked here for a Monday, especially for Peacock Day, but that's all right. We've actually got a boatload of plays. So first time here watching the show, welcome aboard. If you've been here many times before, appreciate you coming back, staying with us, especially over this last month as it's been a little inconsistent, and my apologies for that. All right, we'll get started. College basketball. All of our shows here on YouTube, by the way, brought to you by Outlier, the world's #1 sports betting app. You can get a 7-day free trial in the comments section of this show. And our Discord channel, if you'd like to be a part, get all of our bets early. Get bets even when we don't have shows. Get material. We had a little Alcaraz parlay that worked out for the Australian Open. We also had a little UFC parlay that paid out as well. So get bonus material like that. Get a little bit more golf. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything we liked going into the weekend really to play any significant money. And then you're also going to get WNBA, Formula One. All that stuff's going to be just for the Discord, not out for public consumption. So if you want to get on that, join that Discord channel. You find that link in the same place in the comments section of this show. All right, like I said, college basketball, we'll get started first. 7 o'clock Eastern time frame, part of Big Monday, ESPN, Syracuse at North Carolina. Syracuse 13-9 overall, 4-5 in the ACC. North Carolina at home, 17-4, 5-3 in the ACC. I mean, they're down. I mean, Duke's what? 9-0, Clemson 8-1, Virginia 7-2, NC State 7-2. Miami's right there with North Carolina. So, I mean, they're kind of about halfway through. I mean, they're a tournament team for sure. The question is, are they going to be able to make a run and get closer to Duke and be maybe a 2 or 3 seed in the ACC? But they have won 3 straight, winning at Georgia Tech. At Virginia was a nice win for North Carolina. And, of course, winning at Notre Dame. The loss to Cal and the loss to Stanford on that West Coast swing, not very good there for the Tar Heels. For Syracuse, they did beat Notre Dame in the last one, but lost 4 consecutive before that, losing to NC State, losing to Miami, Virginia Tech, and even lost to Boston College, which is definitely Boston College 2-6 in the ACC, 9-12 overall. Disappointing loss there. This one for us, it's pretty simple. The line opened at 9.5. Unfortunately, we didn't catch it there. We did catch it at 10.5. It's all the way up to 11.5 here. The total on this one also opened 153.5 and has moved quite a bit to 156.5. I still think the over plays here as well. But we actually like both sides, the game and the total here in this one. So North Carolina -5.5 first half, 10.5 for the game. Like the over a little bit better still, over 80.5 first half, 156.5 for the game. Next game we're on, New Orleans, right? And I'm not talking about the Pelicans, right? So New Orleans going to East Texas A&M in Commerce, Texas. New Orleans is actually a 2.5-point favorite here. 9-13 overall. I understand the record overall is not great, but 7-6 in the Southland. East Texas A&M, this is more of a fade against them here. They're 3-9 in the Southland, 8-14 overall. The line's tight here. New Orleans definitely, I think, is the better overall team. We'll play a little New Orleans -1.5 first half and 2.5 for the game. Next game up, 8 o'clock Eastern time frame as well. Bethune Cookman, 10-11 overall, 7-1 in the SWAC. Alabama A&M, 12-9 overall at home, 5-3 in the SWAC here. Bethune Cookman, 1.5-point favorite here. I'm surprised they weren't a little bit more of a favorite. I thought this might get to 2.5 maybe-ish, right around there. So we're going to Bethune Cookman. We like this one quite a bit here. We'll take a money line first half and money line for the game. Texas A&M Corpus Christi is the next one we're on. They are at home, 8-5 in the Southland, 12-10 overall against Encarte Ward, who's 4-9 in the Southland, 9-13 overall. I'm surprised the line's only 5.5. I thought this one would be 7.5, so we think we're getting a little bit of a bargain here. Give us Texas A&M Corpus Christi -3 in the first half, -5.5 for the game. Then the second half of Big Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern time frame. I remember not too many years ago, Kansas played every Monday night, it seemed like, right? So the Big 12 gets the second half of that, 9 o'clock Eastern, like we said, on ESPN in Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech favored by 4.5. 154.5 total. Kansas, nice win on Saturday. Tech, big upset. They lost. Tech was playing better until Saturday's game. A lot of times these things end up going in twos. Like they have a bad game, and it's like they can't shake it completely for the next game. Unlike the NBA, where it seems like it's every other, a lot of times college basketball run a little bit more streaky when it comes to wins and losses, it seems like. Anyway, we do like the way Kansas is playing ball. They've played really well. They're 16-5, 6-2 in the Big 12. Texas Tech also 16-5, 6-2 in the Big 12. Tech might win this one coming down to the last possession, but Kansas keeps this thing close within the 4.5 at worst. So, and I think they have a great chance to win this game. Kansas plus 2.5 first half, plus 4.5 for the game. Also, Kansas, Texas Tech over 79.5 first half, and then 154.5 for the game. That's going to wrap us up for college basketball on Monday, February 2nd. Let's head over to the NBA. It's a very light day in the NBA. Only 4 games going on total. And it's one of them starts at 3 o'clock Eastern time frame. The Hornets, who have been hot against the Pelicans in Charlotte in this one. Let's give you a little bit of injury update as we run through this as well. DeJounte Murray, the only guy still out for the Pelicans. For the Hornets, Josh Green and KJ Simpson, both game time decisions, and Plumlee still going to be out, looks like, till March. Charlotte, 22-28, 10-13 at home. Like I said, they've been hot lately, 5+ straight wins. They've beaten San Antonio, Dallas, Memphis, Philly, and the Wizards in that mix. New Orleans lost to Philly by 10, but it was a little bit closer than the 10, I think. Memphis, they beat Memphis. They lost to OKC, but kept it within 9 on the road. And a popular score for them seems to be 104-95. Then they beat San Antonio on the road. They won at Memphis. So like I said, they've played pretty well, but Charlotte's been hot, and therefore that's why the line is where it is. It's hard to play the Hornets. Trust me, it's 7.5. I think the way they're playing right now, it's hard not to play them, though. So give us the Hornets -2 first quarter, 4 first half, and 7.5 for the game. And by the way, we have a boatload of player props, so get your pens and pencils ready. Knuppel under 27.5 par for the Hornets. Diabate, for the first quarter players, by the way, I do have quite a few first quarter plays today. Here's the first one. Diabate, 3+ points in the first quarter, was pretty sizable, plus money as well. Brandon Miller, 23+ points. Kalkbrenner, who we've liked quite a bit as of late. The numbers are low for him. 7+ points in assists, 11+ points in rebounds for Kalkbrenner as well. We'll also have another 6+ points for Kalkbrenner as well. So 3 different plays on him. Missy for the Pelicans, 7+ points. Zion Williamson, 1+ block. Missy again, 13+ points and rebounds. Herbert Jones, under 1.5 threes. Knuppel, under 3.5 threes. I'm surprised this line wasn't 2.5. It might dip to 2.5 because under 3.5 was getting really juicy. So keep an eye out on that one. Jose Alvarado, 2+ threes. He's hit that in 6 consecutive. Missy again, 2+ blocks. Miles Bridges at home's been a different player, 27+ par. Brandon Miller, 31+ par. He's been a par machine for us as of late. LaMelo Ball under 3.5 threes, and that one as well. All right, next game up, we get to the nighttime game, 7 o'clock Eastern time frame. Rockets at the Pacers. Rockets are all the way down to 500 on the road. This is a team that had a monster road record. Pacers have won 13 games all season, 10 of those at home. Rockets laying 5.5, and everybody's like, why is it only 5.5? Here's the reason. Kevin Durant out. Steven Adams still out for the season, as well as Van Vliet. For the Pacers, still the same two. Obi Toppin, I don't know if he's going to make it back. He hasn't been back so far this season. He's supposed to be back later this month, but no update as of yet. Halliburton obviously out for the season. Now, for the Pacers, they've come in winning 3 out of their last 4. They win Atlanta at home, Chicago at home, lost to Atlanta on the road, and did beat OKC in OKC for one of their 3 road wins. Rockets lately, they've won 4 out of their last 5, but let's be honest, that Dallas game was extremely tight. They just won at home. The game against Atlanta, they dominated there. They lost to San Antonio, beat Memphis, and it was a tight one against Detroit that could have went either way. But Durant being out obviously is the big news in this one. Durant should be back maybe in a couple of days. He's just out for a little bit of ankle this one here. So Pacers getting 5.5. If Durant was playing, this line's probably 7.5 at a minimum. But we'll take advantage of the 5.5 here, I think, with the Pacers. The Pacers at home can cause a little bit of a challenge. They've played a little bit of better basketball than they did earlier in the season, where they were just so god-awful. Everybody was beating them by 30. Pacers plus 1.5 in the first quarter, plus 3 in the first half, plus 5.5 for the game. Nembhard for the Pacers, 3+ turnovers. I expect the Rockets to still be able to play some defense there. Reed Shepherd, under 19.5 points and assists. Amen Thompson, because there's no Durant, 5+ points in the first quarter. Clint Capella, 1+ block. Aaron Nembhard, 27+ par, points, assists, rebounds. Nembhard's also done really well with assists lately, so we'll take him for 11+ rebounds and assists. Amen Thompson, 28+ points and rebounds. Jay Huff, 7+ points. He's hit this in 8 consecutive home games. Mr. Eason, who we've loved all season long, 6+ field goals. Benedict Mathurin, 2+ rebounds in the first quarter. Pretty sizable plus money over on Hard Rock as well. Senjun, under 40.5 par. That number is huge because Durant's out. Nembhard, 1+ rebound in the first quarter. Pascal Siakam, 7+ rebounds. Jarris Walker, 15+ points and rebounds. Clint Capella, pretty sizable plus money here as well. 2+ rebounds first quarter. Jabari Smith, under 13.5 points. Senjun, I think he'll be a big assist machine in this one. 2+ assists in the first quarter. Siakam, 10+ rebounds and assists. I will point this out. His rebound line is at 6.5, and his so he needs 7. So if you think he's getting 7 rebounds, 10+ rebounds and assists is plus money when his rebound line's at 7, his assist line is at 4 in order to hit both of those props. So I think you're getting a little bit of advantage combining the two there on that one. Amen Thompson, 20+ points. Amen Thompson, 33+ par. Eason, 9+ rebounds and assists. And Senjun, under 8.5 field goals in that one. Next game up, we're going to get to the 7:30 Peacock game. Wolves at the Grizzlies. And the injury report is where it's all at in this one as well. T-Wolves favored by 7.5. That line has not moved. The total has went up from 226 to now 228.5. Anthony Edwards, game time decision with the back. Also, Julius Randle, game time decision with the thumb. Shannon Jr. still out. Now, for the Grizzlies, you need to have like a spreadsheet to see who's going to be out for them. Normally, Scottie Pippen Jr. out. Concher out. Aldama out. Jaren Jackson Jr. could be out of this game as well. He's a game time decision with the quadriceps. And John Morant's still going to be out for quite some time. Grizzlies come in. They have lost, at least 5 straight. Lost Minnesota. They lost by 17. Lost to New Orleans by 8. They lost to the Hornets by 15. They lost to the Rockets by 9, and then they lost to New Orleans again by 6 at home. And the two Wolves come and winning in 4 straight after they had a little blip there for a couple weeks. They just beat Memphis that we just mentioned at Memphis. This game once again at Memphis. They beat OKC in a really nice win at home. They beat Dallas and Golden State. So they've had a nice little run here, the last 4 in this one, and we expect them to get 5 wins in a row here against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies have just run running out of bodies as usual. They've done this now for the last couple years. I feel bad for them, but you got to take advantage as a sports bettor. We're not supposed to have feelings, right? T-Wolves -2 first quarter, -4 in the first half, -7.5 for the game. Vince Williams under 1.5 threes. Jaden McDaniels, 21+ points in rebounds. Rudy Gobert, under 4.5 field goals. Cam Spencer, 5+ assists. Cam Spencer, 15+ points and assists. Coward, 3+ assists. Rudy Gobert, 4+ rebounds in the first quarter. That's probably the biggest number you'll see for rebounds in the first quarter across the league. Mr. Coward for the Grizzlies. I really like what this youngster can do, but 2+ threes was pretty sizable plus money. We'll also play Coward for 23+ par. Well, points, assists, rebounds. Coward for 17+ points and assists. Another first quarter for your first quarter players. Cam Spencer, 2+ assists in the first quarter. Pretty sizable plus money there. Another first quarter bet. Coward, 3+ points in the first quarter. Another first quarter bet. Cam Spencer, 1+ rebound in the first quarter. Ty Jerome, under 2.5 rebounds. And then Coward will finish up with, in this one, 5+ field goals. Then we'll finish up with the late game on Peacock. Clippers, 76ers. So he finally got to take advantage of some Joel Embiid the other night, and he cashed everything for us. Now we get back to the normal. Joel Embiid's on the, he's on the injury report, so there's no props till late. Joel Embiid, game time decision. Obviously, Paul George out with the suspension. James Harden, game time decision. That is a one to watch in this game. Ty Washington still out. Derek Jones still out. And Bradley Beal obviously has been out for quite some time, and we won't see him again this season. Clippers all the way up to 23-25, 13-9 at home. The 76ers have made a nice little run. They're up to 27-21, 12-8 on the road. They have a lot of road games to make up for because they've played a bunch of home games in this one. 76ers coming in, win 3 straight. They beat New Orleans, beat Sacramento and Milwaukee. Not three of the bottom feeders. Clippers won 4 out of their last 5. The only game they lost at Denver. They beat the Suns in Phoenix, which has not been an easy thing to do as of late in the game yesterday. So on a back-to-back here, they did win at Utah, not an easy place to win, even though Utah is not great. Smashed Brooklyn and then beat the Lakers at home. They're starting to come along here. No question about it. The big thing is going to be, is Harden going to play or not? I have a feeling he's probably going to play. Joel Embiid, I don't expect to play here. If he does, more power to the 76ers here. But this line at 2.5, if Embiid plays, this thing probably goes to dang near pick 'em. If Harden plays and Embiid plays, it probably stays at 2.5. If Embiid doesn't play and Harden plays, it probably goes to 5. So keep that in mind here. We're taking a, without knowing the status of those guys, it is a little bit of a question mark on who to take. But we really like the Clippers at home at the Intuit Dome. They've really come along. 13-9, like I said, 13-9 at the Intuit Dome for them this season. So let's give you all the bets here because we've got a bunch of them. Clippers -0.5 first quarter, 1.5 first half, 2.5 for the game. We expect Kawhi to have a monster whether Harden plays or not. 29+ points and assists. VJ Edgecombe under 23.5 par, points, assists, rebounds. Quentin Grimes under 1.5 threes. Zubac 26+ par, points, assists, rebounds. Kawhi 9+ field goals. First quarter bettors, here we go. We got 3 of them in this one as well. Edgecombe 3+ points in the first quarter. Oubre under 1.5 threes. Oubre under 18.5 points and rebounds. Oubre under 13.5 points. Zubac 3+ rebounds in the first quarter. And then Kawhi 6+ points in the first quarter, still was plus money. And then Mr. Dunn under 8.5 points to finish that one up. All right, so even though a light day in basketball overall, there's still, dang near 90 plays in that one. So still quite a few to go through, even though kind of a light day in basketball overall as we get hummed up for Tuesday, which is always a monster day in college basketball. And then it's going to be, what do we got? We got 11 games in the NBA on Tuesday, so we got a lot of games coming up on Tuesday, but a Monday just to get you wet your whistle. as we get into Super Bowl week. We'll try to have the Super Bowl show out a couple days early as well. So look for that one, maybe drop by Friday. Give you guys plenty of time because it'll be a prop-lated Super Bowl as well. And can't wait for that one. And then we've got basketball all week as well. So busy week, and more for all of you that watched really like our baseball show, kind of what we're known for. We got a lot, baseball's not too far away as spring training gets started later in the month. But yeah, it's right around the corner. We're about 6-7 weeks away from regular. Then we've got basketball, baseball, and football all going on at the same time. So plenty of plays coming up. Make sure you check out our sponsor of the show. That's going to be Outlier. You can find a 7-day free trial in the comment section. Basically, they do a lot of the research for you on trends that are hitting all kinds of different sports: basketball, WNBA, baseball, football, college basketball, you name it. They pretty much got it in there. If you want to check them out, where the money's coming in on the books, what bets are value, what they consider value bets, or the line is off according to Outlier. All those going to be available in that 7-day free trial. Check it out. If you don't like it, just cancel it. No shake. Might as well see if it works for you. That's there. If you want us to do all the research for you, join a couple 100+ members that love doing the same thing you do. That's sports wagering. We give you all of our unit sizes. You get all of our bets first. You get bonus material. Like we had a little bit of Australian Open for the final. Also a little UFC over the weekend. All of that's going to be available in the Discord, plus all of our bets, early unit sizes, and a lot of multiple cappers dropping in bets as well. Like I said, you can get that extremely easy by just clicking the Discord link in the comments section of this episode and joining on up. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.